Well, I know we're really looking forward to the opportunity to go out and play and, have some people in the stands and obviously the opportunity to go play a SEC opponent and a great team and kind of see where we're at. Really looking forward to it. Our guys are looking forward to it. And again, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for the program moving forward.
If you have a question for Coach McElwain, use the raise hand feature and I'll open your microphone. First, we'll go to Christian Boer. Christian, your microphone's open.
What's up, Christian?
Hey, Coach, thanks for doing this. And Jeremy, thanks for doing this as well. Just wondering if you've gotten a little bit more clarity at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
I'm going to have somebody set themselves apart from the group.
Sure. Like I said, I've been really happy with progress in that room and those guys. There's no doubt we'll see, multiple guys playing the position this week, and I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, I think just as a team overall, I know our guys are excited and really looking forward to the opportunity, as I said before. And, this should be a lot of fun for all of us and our fans and our conference going in and playing some of these games.
And then just kind of an update on the running backs. You've got Lou and you've got Darius, but how have the young guys come along, and do you expect them to see kind of a heavy workload come Saturday?
Yeah, our plans are to play quite a few guys and just see if, where they're at and see if they're ready. Obviously, Luke's and Miles are been taking a lot of reps, been doing a great job in practice. So, we'll play 4 to 5 guys at running back throughout the game.
Next, we'll go to Mitch Fosberg. Mitch, your microphone's open.
Hey, Coach, thanks for the time. Much appreciated. What are kind of some things that Missouri does well they think it's going to pose a challenge to play right out of the gate?
Well, I think first and foremost, playing an opponent, obviously out of the SEC, a team that's very well coached. We've got a new coordinator on defense that obviously comes from the National Football League, which really poses us one of those deals where we've got to be very sound in what we're doing, and we've got to be able to do a great job with just our rules in what we're trying to accomplish. Offensively, Eli's a fantastic guy, offensive guy, and the speed and size, and obviously them returning, the 4 of those linemen that have played in that league. Our guys have got to go in prepared and do a great job of communicating in everything that they're doing.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Next, we'll go to Adam Jackson. Adam, go ahead and ask your question.
What's up, Adam?
Hey, Coach, I like that haircut. How you doing?
Got a free bowl of soup with it, man.
I know you did. Hey, you talked about Steve Wilkes and kind of the new defensive staff with Missouri. They want to run a lot of zone with that unit this year. So tell me offensively what the keys are to trying to beat a zone defense.
Well, as soon as you think that you're going to run into a lot of zone, you're going to end up getting a lot of man. That's usually how these first things work. And I'm sure they've gone in and evaluated their personnel and guys that have been in it that long, they do a great job of adjusting to the players they have. And it'll be interesting to see as the game moves on, kind of what their identity is going to be, based on the guys that they have in the program. So, for us, it's going to be about protection and holding up, giving us the opportunity to, get the ball in some of the playmakers' hands and looking forward to kind of seeing our guys go out and compete.
Next, we'll go to Alex Shear. Alex, go ahead when you're ready.
Hey, Coach. Alex Shear, College Sports Connection podcast. Just wanted to ask you about your wide receivers. You guys have a lot of talent at the wide receiver room. One of the best wide receiving cores, I think, in the MAC, led by Khalil Pimpleton. What are your expectations for them in terms of preparation for games, things that they got to do to make sure that they put up the numbers you want them to put up to be successful, to obviously get back to the MAC championship game?
Well, you hit it, and we feel really good about that group. Obviously, a couple guys that have played a lot of ball here, and both KP and Ja'Cory Sullivan, Dallas Dixon, who, came onto the scene last year for us and really did a fantastic job, a guy that can really run. And then we've added some guys to that, this off season. And so, for us, it's going to be, our ability to get open, our ability to make the throws in tight windows, because when you play teams like this, those windows aren't as big all the time. So we've got to do a fantastic job of that. And ultimately, we need to give those guys the opportunity to get the ball in their hands so they can go make a play. And that comes down to the get it tos you got on your call sheet to make sure that they're touching it.
Next, we'll go to Dave Garicki. Your microphone is open.
Yeah, could you please talk about Lou Nichols and, what do you expect out of him? Because obviously a big physical running back, average 6.5 yards, MAC freshman of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that running back room, which we felt from the start was going to be a real positive for us throughout the year. Obviously, the loss of, 2 years ago, 1,000-yard rusher and Kobe Lewis to a knee, has hurt that a little bit, and yet lose a guy who had a fantastic year last year. It's hard to believe, but he's actually a redshirt freshman now based on the rules, and yet he's played a lot of ball here. He's a guy that runs behind his pads, and I think truly is a guy that gets better as the game goes on. Now, the key there is, Darius Bracey, the two freshmen, being able to spell him so we're not beating the heck out of him, throughout the year. And that's something we plan on doing.
Thanks.
Looks like we got a follow-up from Adam. Adam, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Mac, just one more for me. Obviously, Kobe Lewis injured, but just wanted to check on the rest of the health of your guys headed into this first week.
No, we're so far we feel pretty good about it. We, other than Kobe, we've had a couple, guys nicked up or whatever, just normal camp stuff, but we should be at full strength going into the game. We missed some guys getting their first or second shots, throughout camp, just with, the not feeling great. But other than that, we should be, everybody should be ready to go, and everybody should be excited about the opportunity to go play.
Final question, Christian, we'll go back to you.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, just one more for me. You've had a couple of guys decide to transfer in the last week, Brian Edwards, Derek Smith. If you could just kind of give us a little insight as to who's been stepping up at tackle and defensive back and could replace them. Yeah,
and I mean, wish those guys nothing but the best. And that's the good thing about the portal. You get an opportunity to go and give yourself a chance to go play. And that's really what it's all about. Obviously, Bernard and Gadecki are both guys that at the tackle spots that, came back. Luke was hurt all last year. He was able to come in and pick right back off where he was year one when we were here. And then when you look at those guys on the inside, I feel like we've really upgraded in some areas there. Looking for a great year out of our center, Jamez Kimbrough, as well as then, freshmen that we sent home a year ago, and Keegan Smith, who would have played for us a year ago. So, our numbers still a little short, and yet feel good about the group overall. And we've got, 9-10 guys that we feel like we can play and will go in and do a good job for us. In the secondary, we were fortunate. I think we only had, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of those, whatever they're calling super seniors, And, you know, with Gage coming back, that's really helped in the secondary as well. And you know, Day Hill and Dante Kent done a fantastic job on the edges as well as some of the nickel work. So we're planning on playing a lot of guys, see how they do. And really, like I said, just really looking forward to that opportunity to go out and play a game with fans in the stands and, you know, eyeballs watching on television. And then, you know, we'll see where it goes, you know, come the end of the game.
Awesome. Well, Coach, want to thank you again for your time this afternoon. Again, Chippewas take on Missouri this Saturday, 4 p.m. on the SEC Network. Best of luck to you and your team, and we'll talk